Face-off win for Jonathan Phillips, who found a puck to Davy Phillips, and I've got to say that's generated a bit of noise inside the Hull Ice Arena. I'm sure you might all guess why. And the slightest one from the blue line does Davy Phillips. Playful. We're obviously a little bit cold towards Davy Phillips, should we say. It's times it by 10 tonight. They're sort of letting Davy know about it. Kirk goes across and hits Jordan McLaughlin in the shoulder. Bring this out from deep inside their own zone, off the skate and turn this side. Emil Svek will pick it up. Just a little bit of a fumble on the play as well by Svek, but does enough on the turn to be able to get out of trouble. Sobchak feeds it ahead. Svek couldn't quite bring it in, but Ethan Hare, good bit of battling on the forecheck. He might get a chance himself. Can he go across the ice? Finds the back of the net for Owen Sobchak. And gets the feed away to Owen Sobchak. Got man of the match last night in Hull's win against Milton Keynes and started off well tonight as well. Receives the puck once more, feeds it past two and goes down to the ice, and there's a trip. Right. The power play unit is Svek, Stallard, Corneel, Sobchak and Hewitt. Using the boards to find Svek on this right-hand side. Sends one in, looping up in that battle for a moment, but Sobchak just well regathers his own pass that looks to be heading towards Emil Svek. And now just fainting back down to the blue line. Hewitt comes in with a shot. Keeping this moving through a bit of traffic on the back doors. Couldn't quite grab hold of that one, could Chamberlain. It's now with Spraggan. Has crossed to his left-hand side. Into Bonner, good stop by Oldale. He'll pick this one up. Doesn't quite find his pass down the boards. It's cleared for a moment by the Steeldogs, but battling through to the neutral zone. Jonathan Phillips manages to turn it towards Walker Sommer. Tries to dangle that one around. Jonathan on the near side. Finds a stretch pass back now down to the blue line. Trying to maybe set David Phillips up here on this.
Was aimed at him, and some of it was aimed at Phillips as well. Didn't quite catch it, but I saw them having words afterwards.
That's here, finds Larry Marr. Back across the ice. Little toe drag and stop by McLaughlin. Towards the near side, chose not to go that way. And now just a little bit scrappy. Chilcott able to keep this one alive though. Hare finds Kariainen, shot comes in, deflected. Brought back. Svek using the body just to bump off the Sheffield man. And that's good work from Stallard. Realised that Svek was probably going to lose possession there. Helped him out from behind, shot was going to come in, and it's another good stop. Bad luck. It's running through those Hull lines quickly. We'll get through the goaltenders in the defence. In between the pipes, Jordan McLaughlin backed up by Dimitri Zamolstra, defenceman Dylan Hare, Tom Stubley, Chris Fugalis, Tommy Spraggan, Jamie Chilcott. And Spraggan now on the puck, steps up, looks to try and squeeze that past Sommet. Only going to find Kirk though. Try to help that one on its way, but only finds Corneel. Shot, and like a very well aimed shot, the one to find it.
Yeah, strong defensive play from Nordstrom there to not only clear it away but be able to skate it out of the zone.
Hewitt tries one from a tight angle, hoping for a rebound. Oldale got across. Got into a relatively safe area. Dylan Hare. That one's tipped, just drags it behind Bjorkley Nordstrom. Hull will clear as far as Hewitt. They've got Corneel on the blue line on this near side, but a great play once again by Bjorkley Nordstrom. His tip finds Sommer off the pads of McLaughlin. He looks to stretch the Steeldogs going the other way now. Corneel, he's got Spraggan ahead, but a good play it was by the other player playing for Team GB, Liam Steele. He'll pick this one up behind the net. Tries to drive past Stallard. And that pass is going to go through everybody. Finds Bjorky Nordstrom, tries to dangle that one past Stubley and finds a way past McLaughlin. And a great bit of play by number 3, Liam Steele. And for Liam Steele, it's the 17th point of the season. He's had some great start. Callie Robertson now trying to drive past Steele, and the rebound fell into a Ethan Hare. Just looking to scramble away. There was Callie Robertson. Hull still in possession now. Sent in for. There's Doxy, uses the space behind the net. Hull once again regathering possession in the neutral zone. Finds Sobchak, got a little bit of room ahead and just can't quite find the target. Svek's pass just a little bit floaty there for Sobchak to be able to bring that one in cleanly. Dylan Hare wins the race on this near side. Hull's still in possession. Sobchak tries to feed Hewitt, who hits the post. Didn't quite find a way through the paint. Looped up and high over everybody in the neutral zone by Garcia. Finds Bjorkley Nordstrom. Has Chilcott backing up and over the top of Kariainen. He does well under some pressure there. Bonner's got a bit of time but needs to find the right pass out and does. Finds Chamberlain. He's got Kariainen along with him. Chamberlain decides to just stick. Even Hare looked to win the draw, but Steeldogs first to regather the puck. 4 now heading towards the net of McLaughlin. Svek looping back, finds the pass out. A little bit scrappy from Hull, but they eventually find a way out. Now Spraggan. It's cross leader tonight.
Yeah, you're right there. Robertson taking regular ice as they're rolling through the lines.
Steele and turn inside to. Oh, a dangerous one from Chase. And Hull just living dangerously there. Larry Marr will pick up the return pass, turns away. Looking for the man on the back door and a great stop from McLaughlin. It's captain Jonathan Kirk. Brings that one down right on the blue line. Had to really stretch for that one. Hewitt now. Stubley sends one through, a little bit of traffic, but all picking up, allowing the Steeldogs to just pick that one up. Bjorkley Nordstrom finds Walker Somakers through his legs. Davy Phillips sent it to the back post, hoping that, I think it was Walker Sommer, might be able to get a tip. Nothing coming. Plays ahead once again, looking for Sommer, but Spraggan it was, he found it against the boards, but turned over, sent through a bit of traffic and finds a way through. CJ Garcia from the...
With the way things started early doors, and definitely now that one's gone straight through from Garcia to make it 2-1.
Chamberlain, I think, gone straight through the numbers of Emil Oxan and nothing called, just bumped him down. Phillips now. Just dragged wide, but allows Steeldogs to go to work on the boards, but Hull will come away with it. Now with Svek. A good stick across just delays him from Carl Watson, and then Dave Phillips looks to try and swallow him up, but Sobchak just keeps possession again and again. Kariainen, with a little bit of traffic down once more to turn away from 2. And finds Fagalis straight into the body though of Jonathan Phillips. Nordstrom got a 2v1, goes across to Sommer. And that was behind from Nags, but nothing couldn't really handle. Still only clear off their own near side boards, but Dylan Hare under some pressure from the young Jacob Brammer. Through traffic, falls in front. Deck Jones finds Chamberlain, and the backhand just doesn't. Chamberlain looks to try and get away from Tim Smith. Stubley turns away. Deck Jones now drags it wide to the left, but Dylan Hare there to pick it up. Now Lee Bonner, back to Dylan Hare on this left side. Keeping this one moving, shot from Bonner, still loose. He tried to put it through the legs of Noah Kariainen. Good work by Emil Svek there, just pinned the Steeldogs man up to the boards, might get a shot away, and just, what a stop.
I think it's hit the post.
As it hit the post, before it might have come off the outstretched stick. I've got a pressure. Steele tries to drag out that puck, can't quite find it. Now with Fugalis. Good work from Walker Sommer, and great work to find Liam Steele. 2 great bits to play, and he dangles that one around. It's going to be a penalty again. Moving this one pretty patiently, the Steeldogs. Looping around the back of the net, Bjorky Nordstrom, shot. And I say that, take the foot off the gas, but they're moving it well. Trying to get the Hull moving here. Great pass from Liam Steele round his back and decides to get the rest of his fresh line on. Chamberlain looks to be tied up. Deck Jones trying to come out and support. Jones sends that one off the pad, and a good...
And playing very well, both of them this evening.
Yeah, we've seen the speed of Carl Watson, able to just create that bit of separation just using his legs, but I'll say one of the stars of the night. And looks like another face-off win for a moment for the Steeldogs, but Stallard won it and clears off the boards to Cornell. tries to go direct and looks to try and dangle that to the back post, and spent a good year and a half in Manchester. And Hull will come away with the puck from the draw. Carry on and just about evades the long outstretched stick of York. Carry on and catches that one on the blue line after another Hull face-off win. Tigers 4 goals to 3. The Solway Sharks leading the Romford Raiders 4 goals to 1. Leeds and Basingstoke all tied up at 1 apiece. And the other game that's on right now, the Phantoms leading. Drops it off, I think, looking for Stallard, but a bit of a race to this loose puck now. Jonathan Phillips on the turn, drags it into neutral zone, finds Bjorkley Nordstrom. Steeldogs still with it this time with Walker Sommer. Nordstrom sends it in through traffic, tipped and into their own goal off Jason Hewitt. Dumps this one in. Oldale behind his net to play this one out. Up and off the top of the plexi there, a bit of an awkward bounce. Svek, he's got Sobchak ahead. Shot blocked by Davey. And a bit of a check from behind from CJ Garcia on Svek as Steeldogs maybe break 4v3 here. Tried to feed that one into the paint. Got to say, I think Davey Phillips is the better option, and that is a big hit. Eventually found Corneal over here on the near side. Sobchak, left side, steps up. And that pass just a little bit behind Emil Svek. Sent through traffic, tipped in front by Sob. Finds Stallard in the corner. And Sobchak given a little bit of room to work. Shot comes in loose, and Corneal on the turn. Carry on and just about manages to play that one ahead, but looking for the big shot into a bit of a crowded area. It was deflected by the first man. Bjorkley Nordstrom now drives past Deck Jones. The shot just couldn't. Bit of a rush, but Carry on and Chilcott between the two of them do enough. Tipped in now behind the net of Oldale. Emil Oksanen first to it. Bit of a mistake, and Hewitt couldn't quite. Pass inside, drags it behind the man. Svek back ahead to her, just drops that one off against the board. Svek cuts inside between everybody. Studley fresh onto the ice, and Sobchak is in front looking for not quite following it in. Liam Steele squeezes that pass through to Jonathan Kirk. In front, Deck Jones on the turn. Really quick reactions on that one. Corneal now. He only finds Bjorkley Nordstrom. Now to Sommer, drags that one around Corneal. Sommer with a shot stopped by McLaughlin.
Into the next, and here we are again. Very important 2 minutes penalty to kill or capitalise on, depending on which team you're cheering on this evening.
And I will say this penalty has not yet been announced, but I've got to think the crowd won't be happy. It's 2+2. Dragged across and finished off as easy as that by Eunice Larinmar, going to get his second of the night. Just settles that one down. Bjorkley Nordstrom now looks to get things going. Sorry, still Steele. There's Bjorkley Nordstrom. There's not very many in this league who have the similar sort of frame to into the corner with Phillips. Moving this one a little bit quicker. Jonathan Kirk now back to the outside. Drags this one across looking for Sommer. Shot comes in, blocked. +2 penalty that was against Corneals. Steeldogs score on both minor penalties. Tries to feed this one into the path of Sobchak, loops around the back of the net. Carry on, and the tips comes in front from Svek. Hull look to have just maybe reshuffled the lines. Chamberlain back up there alongside his long-time line mates of Svek and Sobchak as a heavy play comes in from Larinmar on Svek. And on the back door, I'm not too sure if Chamberlain's got some on there. I don't think he has. And he's a bit of afters behind. Once again, looking to try and get this moving quickly through the neutral zone of the Sheffield Steeldogs. This was tipped in, Bruton beaten to that puck by Garcia, but Deck Jones out there. Rebound comes in and doesn't get a hold of it.
There's been a couple of near chances there for the Seahawks. They are starting to generate some chances.
Carry on and couldn't quite.
Because the Seahawks were starting to generate some good goal-scoring opportunities. Not clear, but starting to build a little bit of pressure. So all his experience there, Garcia, holding it back behind the net, slowing things down.
Trick coming, and that was shoot.
Yeah.
We often hear other words too, we can't repeat, but that one was a nice and easy one.
They probably picked that up at home as well, to be fair.
All moving this around well, but particularly when they've got the man advantage. On the play, Svek will head back to the bench, but Hull's still in possession. 4v4 for a moment. Svek back out there. Sobchak will just allow the puck to come into him. Bit of a race now, and the key point in the game when Sheffield had, well, there's only about 2 minutes and 7 seconds of 5v4. They scored 2 goals. Hull moving it, but need to probably get a couple more shots on net to find Sobchak. Sobchak with a shot, it's in front, Cornelius.
Yes.
Stubley turns away from one. Dumped back in by the Steeldogs. Cullen Hershey first. Number 6, Ethan Herr, 2 minutes for a high stick. Number 96, CJ Garcia, 2 minutes for roughing.
Yeah, like I said, his stick was definitely high. He did go into it, but it was initially
just making it awkward for Jason Hewitt. The rest of his line had made a change, so he was sort of alone. Davy Phillips that's got to be delay of game against Davy Phillips.
A miscalculation which could cost the Steeldogs.
Starlard, it was Luke round the back of the net. His pass doesn't find Emil Svek, and now Sobchak under pressure from Bjorky Nordstrom, and there's only 25 seconds, and Matty Davis are not happy at all with this power play. Svek back to Sobchak, to Svek. Hull yet to have a shot on goal, and there's one. In the neutral zone. As Hull look at it, Davy Phillips now gets his feet through to Watson. Now maybe a break, backdoor. Didn't look. He's beaten to the puck by Walker Sommer, but he looked to use the boards to find Bjorky Nordstrom behind the net. Bonner now gets away from Oksanen into sort of Svek inside. Good stop by the contact. It didn't look like he was playing for the puck, must say. Ripley now will drive across Chamberlain, still carrying this one. Goes across. McLaughlin deals with it, but possessing the puck. Chamberlain just drops that one down to the ice with the glove. Tries to find the big man behind the net in Emil Svek. To Chamberlain. Well dealt. Sobchak and Chamberlain nearly bump into each other for a moment. Can't quite dangle it around the man. Spraggan, patient, just waits for the puck to come to him. Through traffic, it hits the back of Chamberlain. And blocked. And Garcia now sends that one only as far as Cornel, can't quite plug it. And now a 2v1 break perhaps for the Steeldogs. Gets the feed across, great stop by McLaughlin on the shot, 2 minutes to go. Played towards the board, it was by Carriine, and bit of a battle for this one now. Sobchak will break. To the outside where it finds Svek, off the pads, Chamberlain, and I think all day.
Well there, Dylan Hare, saw the danger, used the body to pin the man, prevent the break and the goal.
Hare going to carry this one in. Uses the ball to drop it into Svek off the blocker. Jason Hewitt, that was tipped by Larin Marr, came off Hewitt's skate and straight into the net. Will Lady Luck fortune Hull at all in his final 50 seconds?